When Dove approached me to moderate this event, I was very delighted because Dove is a brand that has always been close to my heart. And like Dove believes, women should not really be anxious about their beauty. They shouldn't have anxiety about their beauty, but their beauty should be a source of confidence. That's something that I've always believed in. In fact, tried to live my life by that. But how true is that? They've given me, the wonderful people at Dove have given me some research which says, believe it or not, only 4% of women in the world are confident about their beauty.
One, though, you can't be so obsessed with beauty yourself to begin with. If you are worrying all the time about whether you're looking beautiful or not, then chances are you're probably not. I think that if your confidence, it's all in the mind. That's what we're here to discuss today. Beauty is a state of mind. So if you're confident about your mind and how you function as a person, and confident about other areas in life other than just beauty, then I think that you get the right balance. And because even the most beautiful women don't look beautiful all the time, so as long as so that confidence, that the self-esteem that would all in the mind, that has to be there. I think that is the most important thing.
I think for me, comfort is really important. I come in from an industry where I'm around food all day long. And, it's always this difficult balance whether, like I was just talking about it earlier, I come from a North Indian family and looks are extremely important, So you are at work where you are extremely successful and everything is really good. But the minute you go home, your grandmom will tell you, but beta, lose some weight, no, don't you want to get married? So this is this constant struggle between feeling beautiful because of who you are and what you've achieved as compared to what you look like and what others perceive you.
I've just reconciled myself to the fact that, there are some days where I look great and some days I don't look that great. And then you've just try to focus on the other things. And I don't like being told what to do mostly. So even if from the whether it's the fashion world or the beauty world, I don't like being told what to do. So I think that's just an inherent part of my personality, So I feel defensive. I feel rebellious like that. So then I don't dress up or I do things. I have to say I've never really had role models growing up ever. I really haven't. Maybe it's because again I've had my mother has been such a strong and positive influence in my life that I've never really had to look elsewhere because she's I've always felt she's accomplished so many things by herself. But I think so I've never really had role models like that. But just to add earlier to what you were saying about we spoke about fairness, we spoke about weight, and the other thing that I feel we need to speak about is youth, because everything is so youth driven, hugely. Because the thing is that we really want to see, whether it's in fashion or film, we really want to see young, fair and skinny women. It's not just fair and skinny women. It won't do if you're 50 fair and skinny. You have to be young. The man can be 50, but the woman should ideally be about 20.
All the time.
Everybody have to be so fit all the time. We're not all climbing a mountain,
We don't need it.
We don't all need to be so fit. Like we aren't, we're constantly doing things which are not good for us anyway. So why the whole thing on, we have to be fit all the time? Like, what I mean is that, if people drink or they have too much caffeine or they smoke, they do have all kinds of excesses. So, they've started equating fitness and weight loss. And of course, it's not the same thing. But in any case, everybody doesn't have to be as fit as a professional athlete anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.